Hello everyone, Total Thomas Man here, and welcome back to Building Big with TTM. And I have a lot of cows. I've been breeding these guys a lot, and I think if I fell in there, they'd probably kill me due to entity cramming. This is proof of how many cows I have. One cow, and there are several other cows over there. Lots of cows. Now, I have done a lot of off-camera work, which includes breeding the cows. I did manage to get my pickaxe enchanted with Fortune 2, and I mined a lot of copper. This should hopefully be enough copper for our build today. Oh, and I hope you're proud of me. I actually did an interior, and it actually looks nice. I'm shocked. This part could use some work, but this enchanting setup is not going to be staying here forever. Then we have a nice little storage room tucked away, and then if we go upstairs, it's practically empty. I'm treating this world like every creator of RPGs ever does, ever. Basically, unless you're really good friends with a person, you wouldn't be able to go upstairs to their room. And so, I'm gonna treat it like this. Even though this is my house, I'm not going to be doing upstairs interiors. Maybe if it's like a castle or something, but I'll get to that when I get to it, you know? But the main project for today is going to be starting to turn this place into a hamlet. Because I honestly don't really want a village here. I just want a few builds, fields, that kind of thing. And stick around for the rest of the video so you can hear the name of this hamlet. And make sure you subscribe if you're excited for this project. So the first thing I think I need to do is move these cows because they're loud and they're kind of in the way. So I'm just going to go into my wood barrels and get a bunch of stuff, because I'm going to need a lot of fences. I want to make a bigger pen than I did last time. Now, step 2 is one that some people might not like. I'm gonna have to go in here and kill some of these cows, because there's just so many of them. Ooh, cow head. If you couldn't tell, I get distracted easily. Okay, so now I need to build a new pen, and for now, I'm just gonna stick it behind my starter house. This is another temporary pen. Not gonna stay for long. Now I'm gonna have to let these guys out and follow me. Oh, this is a lot of cows. And to think I had a problem finding them just a few days ago. And a lot of them got in here, but some were left behind. Okay, a lot were oh my goodness, I did a horrible job. I have just now made the executive decision that these cows are the only ones staying. The rest of them, well, they'll be taken care of eventually. So now I want to get a rough idea of my plans for this area. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. I can hear the cows from inside. Not good. So, I've got some cobbled deep slate, and I kind of want to mark out a rough idea here. So I'm gonna need to clear some of this stuff out. And I want the main entrance to this hamlet to be right here, which means we'll need to build a bridge. Obviously not today. And it can go somewhere around here, and then I kind of want to do a diagonal thingy. I will probably really regret this decision later. And I'll just put the other end right here. That looks pretty good. And then I know that hamlets are mostly for farming. At least I think. I have never claimed to know much about these things. And since this area's main export is sweet berries, I think it'll be perfect to put a lot of sweet berries around here. And with the bridge going across the river to connect our eventual kingdoms, this little hamlet is going to be filled with sweet berries, but also one wheat field at the start of town because I need more wheat. So let's build that now. So after that quick little time lapse, I've got a nice decorative wheat field. Purely decorative. To harvest this, I would trample so much ground. Oh no. I just felt like we needed a nice bright pop of color in here, because we will have the sweet berries that have a bit of red, but this bright yellow sort of color, it really does help. Now, I want to plant a few sweetberry fields, but before I do that, I really need to find a mangrove swamp. I don't want to have to convert dirt into mud again, because it was a pain. Also, before we leave to find a mangrove swamp, I have started working on some detailing around the river. I want to add in maybe some moss and stuff, but this is a good start. Now, I have used chunk base to locate a mangrove swamp, and it's a pretty small one, but all the other ones are very far away. I don't feel like walking very far away, so destroy a small mangrove swamp, I think it'll be fine. Here's the village from last episode. Or, well, the first village anyways. And sadly, I still have a long ways to go. You know what? I did pick up this cobblestone block because I need to get some coal. And I was just gonna place it here. This is a monument. A monument that shows that I have been here and I did something. Will I remember what I did? Why I did it? No, I will not. I wasn't paying attention. I fell in this hole. I nearly died. I was literally on one heart. But there's a lot of copper, and you know what? I'm gonna count my fullest action as a gain because this is a lot of copper and I love copper so much. And just over that way, I see some cherry. I don't plan on building with cherry wood at the moment, but it'll be nice just to grab some anyways. Is this it? That's it for this cherry blossom biome? Okay then, I'll just get this tree right here and make sure I get some saplings. I seem to have stumbled on a jungle biome as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some jungle wood. This one I could actually see myself using in this little hamlet area that I'm building right now. And it looks like I have finally found the mangrove swamp, and there are a few acacia trees too, so I'll definitely take those. This should be plenty of mud. It's just gonna take me a bit to mine it all. Ooh, and before I forget, I also just need some propagoules. I don't really need the wood right now. I'll just take the propagoules, since I don't have to chop down the trees to get the saplings for mangrove. Okay, time to mine some, or dig, whatever you do with a shovel, some mud. And my last shovel just broke, and I've got a good amount of mud. You know what, I'm just gonna grab one more. Now I have 9 stacks of mud. That should last me for a bit. Now I have to make the long journey of getting back home. Oh goody. And then, you know what, instead of showing myself going all the way back home, I think we'll just cut to a nice cheeky time lapse of doing a little bit more detail work, and most importantly, planting a few sweetberry fields. And I now have a path going down to the eventual bridge, and I also have 2 sweetberry fields. This one is not very practical. Very easy to get poked. This one is more practical, but in some places still very easy to get poked. Doing my best here. These things are hard to work with. Why I chose them to be the main export of this little hamlet, I don't know. But in this chest, I have everything I need to build the main build for today. And I know we literally just got out of a time-lapse, but let's build this one in good old-fashioned time-lapse mode with a cheeky voiceover from Editor TTM. I appreciate being called Cheeky TTM. I don't know why. Anyways, for this build, we're going to be using a similar palette, which by similar, I mean the exact same palette as the starter house, with the same kind of roof design that we have on the side, and then there's a tower in the middle. This one was a fun one to design, and I wonder what will go in it. That's probably a job for real-time TTM. And this build is finished, but I honestly have no clue what this build's gonna be yet. Editor TTM just told us that I'm going to have to do an inside. But I do hear a wandering trader. Hello, sir. Do you have anything of any importance? Yes. Pointing a dripstone would be nice, as I have no clue where a dripstone cave might be, but no. Sorry. Oh no, someone decapitated himself and his llama. Oh dear, what shall we ever do? I'm just gonna walk away from the crime scene casually. No one... Oh, you can stay. There is some minor terraforming to be done right here, so I should probably do that real quick. Yep, this looks a lot better. Now, my goal for this world is for every build to have an interior, or at least half of one. Maybe a fourth of one, an eighth of one even. But I have no plan for this build quite yet, so it'll just be left empty for a little bit. But for now, there's another thing I want to do, and that requires some good old-fashioned building on camera. So to start out here, I'm going to grab some spruce logs. I think this will do for now. Now, obviously, these people that live in this hamlet, they need more to eat than berries and bread. Although, that would be a lot of berry pie, and who doesn't love a good berry pie? So I'm honestly thinking just to give these people another means of getting their food. There are plenty of salmon in this river, as you can see. So I feel like it makes sense if they had a little mini fishing industry, just so they can get some food for themselves to eat. I'm a very kind and thoughtful person, obviously. So the bridge is going to come in about here, so I honestly want to bring the fishing dock out a little bit. This looks pretty good. And then I'm going to need to connect this to the ground, and I'm just going to use some cheeky dirt. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of things seem to be cheeky on my channel. Lots and lots of things. I don't know why. And then I just want to leave enough room to provide a reasonable amount of space for fishing. So I think I'll go 9 blocks out, about right here. And and I'm just going to continue the dock down, and then we're gonna strip all this, and then I guess we'll need a beam kind of connecting these two. I really could use this bridge right about now. Out of full honesty, I'm just putting off designing it because I really don't know where to start. This is a very long and diagonal bridge. Honestly, what was I thinking? Soon, I tell you. Soon. So now I'm gonna do something cool. I have some stone that I smelted up, so I'm gonna take some of that, and then that should be good for now. I'm probably gonna have to come back and forth between this river a lot. You know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna grab my boat, and I'm gonna grab a chest just because why not? Then I'm gonna get a chest boat. Boom, I have a ways of getting back and forth. You know, it's just a fun little thing, right? In hindsight, it'll probably only save me a few minutes of time, but you know, it's okay. Then I think I want to make some spruce slabs to save blocks, and to make it look like this has some more support than it actually does, I kind of want to add some stone buttons here and there. It also just helps to add a little bit more detail. Then I'm going to craft a few barrels, and I'm out of planks. Then some fences, and I just want to make a little bit of a barrier. This will be the main place to fish on this side of the dock, and that looks good from back. Hold on. Did I literally just cross this river without using my chest boat that I just made? Yes, I did. I think that looks good, but it's missing a little something. So I'm going to grab some dark oak, and I think somewhere in here, I'm just going to add a little fishing shack. So we'll do maybe 3 block tall pillars with stripped spruce. Bring that over a bit, then just fill it in with spruce. Then I'm just going to take some dark oak slabs and do a really simple roof on this. Oh my goodness, I have the perfect... Oh, that was awesome! It's very rare to craft the exact amount of things you need. Now I'm going to take my chest boat across the river this time. Hold on. I have another dumb idea. Just because I've been using this, I'm just going to extend out a little tiny bitty baby dock. I love it when I have fun little ideas like this. I can't explain how much this little dock makes me happy, but it really does, and I don't know why. And this fishing shack is really looking cool. I like it. I think I'm just gonna add some coarse dirt inside here. Coarse, as some people might say. Put a door in and a torch, and I'll probably come back here and add a bed at some point. Yeah, I might just put a few path blocks here and there just for that extra little bit texture. And then I think I'll just put a campfire out here. Does it make sense with the spruce? Probably not, but I don't care. This is my world, not yours. And then I think I'll put another one closer to the house. Then maybe a couple lanterns on these barrels. And yeah, this looks pretty good. And I'll just do a nice little path and connect this up to the eventual bridge. I'm honestly thinking of just leaving this here and calling it the eventual bridge. I mean, it would be pretty funny, right? Or it might just be annoying. I don't know. You decide. Oh yeah, this looks really good. I almost want to say we need a little bit more lushness. I think this would be a great excuse to bring in what I did over there. So I'm going to start by just adding a few leaves. Then I'll add in some of my sugar cane. And I'm going to do a little cheeky thing. Put some water behind this dirt. Then I can put my sugar cane on this block. Very nice. Then I need to put a string on this one. Keep it from growing. And just for the fun of it, 2 beets. And once the grass grows, this should be a nice little addition. And I want to do it across the entire river. I just don't have the time or resources, or most importantly, the string to do that right now. Ooh, I have another idea. Another idea. Very important. I think I'm just going to leave a crafting table in this shack. Seems like I'm always needing one. I'm going to take my stairs, gonna put a stair down, and then put 2 signs beside it. And now I have a little chair. This would be a really nice place to go fishing. I might do that. Okay, we're nearing time to close the video, and I'm about to reveal to you the name of this little hamlet. And honestly, I don't think the name's that creative, but you know what? I don't care. But before I do, I just wanted to briefly mention I'm going to be... When this video comes out, I'm probably going to be sitting in a chair similar to this, putting my feet in the sand, eating a popsicle, maybe some watermelon. Ooh, how relaxing. So basically, if you comment and I don't get to you until tonight, then that's why. And then if you're watching this years into the future, I'm definitely not on the beach at this time. Okay, the name of this hamlet is called the Hamlet of Sweetberry. It's a very long name, but I think it makes sense. Yep, this will do nicely. But now I've got to say thank you all so much for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!